Okay, well this is part 2. Same place in the game, but the settings are maxed out, they're cranked up. And I did want to point out though that this is actually an AMD game. Crysis 3 is under the AMD optimized best playing for super duper settings. And it's true, a 7970 can pretty much run this game at like 80 frames per second under the same stats I have with everything maxed out. It's optimized for that. But I think the testament of any company is really how it deals with adversity in that fact. So with NVIDIA already being like kind of behind the 8 ball with the fact that this was optimized for AMD, the way that they do their drivers is going to be 10 times more important. I think vice versa also, the way AMD deals with games like Battlefield and Hawken, which I could have used those games, but I thought it might have been sort of unfair because they were already optimized for NVIDIA, and I thought using a game that wasn't would give the kind of low end of optimization settings. And with this, like I said, all maxed out, and what's really crazy is my lows got lower, but my highs stayed the same. I'm still pushing like between 58 and 60 frames per second, my max frame rate, and a low of 38. Now the crazy part about that is what I'm seeing on the screen, and maybe what you're seeing even too, is sometimes there's some skipping, there's a little bit of jumping, and there's like a little bit of slowdown, even though the frame rate's high. Well, that's because of that huge gap between highs and lows. And the thing is, if this game were optimized for NVIDIA, like say a Hawken or a Battlefield 3, it deals with the low end of the frame rate and the high end of the frame rate spectrum much better, and it frame smooths. It smooths things out. Now, you know, it's possible that NVIDIA could come out with a patch, work with Crytek on a patch to smooth things out that way. I think, though, now this game's kind of pretty much done with patches and stuff. You know, I think they're moving on to other things. But unbelievable. I have everything maxed out in Crysis 3 with my OC system set up, and I'm still getting playable frame rates. I think I like the GeForce Experience with it on better, using their optimized settings. I think the graphics still look beautiful, but the gameplay is smooth and crisp. But this goes to show I can still run this with no problems.
The kill radius and rate of fires within